Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, here at the 2014 East-West Shrine Game. And now that the full week of practices are over, let's take a look at some of the guys that stood out all week long, starting with the quarterback position. Jeff Matthews out of Cornell was the best quarterback this week on both rosters. He made NFL-level throws consistently and has meshed well with June Jones' offensive scheme. So I'm interested to see what he can do once the bullets fly against a very talented West secondary. It's tough for a running back to stand out in the All-Star game, but Zach Bowman from Northern Arizona was excellent all week long, reminded me a lot of former Pitt Panther standout Ray Graham, and I expect his receiving skills to be on full display in the actual game against the West squad. Three wide receivers caught my attention with excellent performances this week. You look at Pitt State's John Brown, Toledo's Bernard Reedy, and Coastal Carolina's Matt Hazel. And when we look at Brown, he put on a clinic consistently in one-on-one drills. Matt Hazel's route running has been the best of the group of receivers, and Bernard Reedy showed that he can not only win across the middle of the field, but also with contested catches. So all three guys have done exceptionally well, not only in catching everything thrown their way, but also being consistent all week long. Baylor tight end Jordan Navarre was critically underutilized with the Bears, so this week we got to see a wide assortment of skills with his route running, his blocking ability in a running game, as well as displaying soft hands. Both squads' offensive line has done a great job all week long, but the versatility of Dakota Dozier was super impressive, showing the movement skills that made him an All-American at Furman. I think he can actually be a guard at the next level. And Canadian prospect Laurent Duvernay-Tardif got better each and every day, becoming one of the top pass protectors out here this week. There was great defensive line play all week for both sides on both ends of defense, starting with Zach Kerr, defensive tackle out of Delaware. And what I saw from him all week is what I've seen from him all season long. He's definitely going to have a bright future at the next level, along with Justin Ellis out of Louisiana Tech, who in my opinion can play the nose tackle spot. He can play the 1 tech, even a 5 tech. He's a very versatile interior defensive lineman that plays with great strength and also quickness. Tyler Starr out of South Dakota was a star all week long, making play after play in the passing game as well as versus the run. He's your classic outside linebacker in a 3-4, but I honestly think he can play strong side in a 4-3. And Andrew Jackson out of Western Kentucky also was equally as impressive this week. Jackson is listed at 6 feet, 250 pounds, but is light on his feet, doing an excellent job in pass coverage. The secondary for both teams boasted impressive talent, so there's many players that could fit right here in this spot, but both Andre Hall out of Vanderbilt and Shaq Richardson out of Arizona were consistently making plays both in press man and also in off coverage. Richardson shows the ability to play inside, and both guys use their hands very well in coverage. Some other players that have impressed and had great weeks of practice. Look at the secondary, a lot of talent like I've mentioned before, and Jameer Thomas was the guy we spotlighted coming into this week, and he's actually going to play in the Senior Bowl as well. 5'11", 195, can play corner or safety. Zach Karen out of Toledo did a great job in pass protection, held his own in the running game as well. You also look at punter Richie Leone out of Houston. Strong leg, definitely made himself a draftable prospect with this week's practice.